Well, I'm joined now by China media analyst and the editor-in-chief of What's on Weibo.com, Manya Kutsi. Thank you so much, Manya, for joining us here on Impact. And from your reading of what's coming up and what's trending on social media, how would you describe that mood?
Well, it's a very stark contrast what you see, because in a few hours the Year of the Rat will begin, and usually this is the most celebratory event in the year because families reunite, friends are together, people are eating, having fun, and at the same time we have this coronavirus outbreak. So you see very, very mixed emotions. And I think for the last couple of hours, what I really noticed is that state media on social media is stepping up and is really bringing this message of unity, nationalism. Come on, China, we can do it. Come on, Wuhan, we can do it. Join forces. So a very particular propaganda message.
And how are people reacting to that? I mean, do you think there's a sense of trust in what the government is telling them or not?
Oh, over the past few days, I've really seen social media blow up. You should imagine that social media platforms such as Weibo have over 600 million registered users. People spend 6 hours a day on their mobile phone checking the news. And what you saw is that there was a true panic breaking out, a distrust in traditional media, a distrust in the local government in Wuhan. But tonight, during these Chinese New Year festival festivities, I have the feeling that there is also a more positive message that we can do this together, we can handle this crisis.
Do you think you are seeing a true reflection, or is there a certain amount of monitoring or even censorship going on?
Oh yes, definitely. I noticed today myself, even in private messages with friends asking about the situation, they send me some videos. They were censored. There is censorship on social media always, but of course it's very hard to say, is this because it has to do with fake news, or is this because they do not want some of the images and videos coming from Wuhan to spread to the larger audience? So you can never be sure. You can never be sure with Chinese online media.
I suppose one thing that is very different, though, is when we look back at the SARS crisis, it wasn't the social media world that it is today.
Not at all. It's very, very different. And I think, so SARS was 2002, 2003, and of course throughout the years there have been multiple crises. Think of the Tianjin explosions or think of the Hong Kong protests. And I think what you see now is that there is not a huge censorship in the sense that there is a cover-up or something of a great skill, because if you look on social media platforms such as Weibo, about 8 of the 10 trending topics right now are about the coronavirus. So there is certainly a certain level of freedom for people to discuss this situation.
Manya Kutsi, thank you so much for joining us from Amsterdam.